Despite a pandemic, a labor shortage, and clogged supply chains, contractors around the world continued to work on billion-dollar projects in 2021, when President Biden proposed a $2 trillion plan to upgrade the nation's infrastructure and transform the economy. A number of ambitious American megaprojects have also received approval. Join us today as we discover some of the biggest projects currently under construction in the U.S. Number 5. GORDIE, HOWE International Bridge. The GORDIE HOWE International Bridge is a cable-stayed international bridge across the Detroit River, connecting the city of Detroit with Windsor, Ontario, and Canada. When completed, the 2.5-kilometer crossing will be the longest cable-stayed bridge in North America, with its main span at 853 meters. The bridge will have two-way shaped towers, 6 lanes for automotive traffic, and a 12-feet-wide bicycle and walking path. This project is named after the Canadian ice hockey player GORDIE, whose celebrated career included 25 years with the Detroit Red Wings and who died 2 years before construction of the bridge began, with traffic crossing the border expected to grow from 18,500 vehicles a day in 2016 to 26,500 by 2025. The GORDIE HOWE International Bridge will provide an orderly flow of people and goods between USA and Canada. The project also includes the construction of new entry points that will connect to both the American and Canadian bridge terminals. The new Canadian port of entry will be built on a 130-acre site and will be the largest on the US-Canada border. The US port of entry will be built on a 167-acre site and will be one of North America's largest border facilities. The Windsor-Detroit Bridge Authority is developing the bridge, and it is expected that of the $4.4 billion contract, $2.9 billion will be allocated for the bridge's design-build phase, including financing, and the remaining $1.5 billion for operations, maintenance, and rehabilitation. Number 4. Project Connect Texas. Project Connect is an ambitious plan to expand Austin's transportation links as part of the planned Capital Metro. The authority in charge of the megaproject plans to add 2 light rail lines, 1 bus rapid transit line, and 1 commuter rail line to the already existing Red Line, which will also be upgraded significantly. The proposal also includes general investments such as a transit tunnel through the city's core, an all-electric fleet of buses and trains, and new park and ride facilities throughout the service area. Capital Metro purchased 12 electric buses by 2020 and plans to increase its electrified bus and train fleet to 400 by 20. According to Capital Metro, the project will bring a number of firsts to Austin, including a light rail system that travels under the densest part of the city, improving the speed, on-time performance, reliability, and safety of the entire system. This mega project was approved by voters in November 20. During the local election held in Austin in tandem with the presidential election, according to reports, the project would cost $7.1 billion, and it will be paid for using public money from both the federal government and the local government by raising the local property tax rate by 8.75 cents. Project Connect was originally anticipated to cost over $10 billion, but was subsequently reduced to $7.1 billion because of financial concerns in the wake of the COVID-19 pandemic. Construction of the project began in February 2022, but the overall delivery timeframe is still unclear. Before we continue, if you would like to learn more about billion-dollar construction projects around the world, be sure to subscribe to this channel for more interesting video. Number 3. The 30-meter telescope. The 30-meter telescope, or the TMT, is one of a new class of extremely large telescopes that will allow us to see deeper into space and observe cosmic objects with unprecedented sensitivity and detail. With its 30-meter diameter, Prime TMT will provide images more than 12 times sharper than those from the Hubble Space Telescope. In addition, it is 4 times sharper than the new James Webb Space Telescope. International TMT Observatory, a non-profit international collaboration of universities from Canada, China, Japan, India, and the United States. This massive telescope will be used to investigate the origins of the universe. Once completed, it will be made up of a massive mirror made up of 492 segments of reflective glass, with a total collecting area of 655 square meters. The dome's total diameter will be 66 meters, and its total height will be 55 meters, which is the same as the height of an 18-story building. The structure's total area is expected to be 1.4 acres within a 5-acre complex. The $2.4 billion 30-meter telescope is being built in Hawaii on Mata, a dormant volcano. Its construction has sparked protests across the state of Hawaii since Mount Kia is the most sacred mountain in Hawaiian culture. Due to the COVID-19 pandemic, officials said construction of the TMT would be delayed. Although pieces of the TMT are in production, no specific schedule have been provided in regards to expected start and completion dates yet. Number 2. MSG Sphere Las Vegas. A massive music and entertainment arena is currently underway at the Venetian Resort in Las Vegas. The wildly ambitious sphere-shaped construction project began in 2019 and is expected to be completed in the second half of 2023. It's estimated to cost nearly $2 billion when completed. The MSG Sphere is anticipated to surpass all other spherical structures in size. It will be a groundbreaking new entertainment facility that is 336 feet tall, 516 feet wide, and can hold up to 20,000 spectators standing up, 17,500 guests sitting, and 23 VIP suites. The sphere is anticipated to include an inside wraparound LED display measuring a record 160,000 square feet and an outside coated with a record 580,000 square foot exterior LED display, both of which are fully programmable and could accommodate high picture resolution, and it will be visible from several miles away with it. MSG aims to transport guests to the location and experience displayed on the immersive screen. The sphere will house a custom spatial audio system using as many as 164,000 speakers. Additional plans include 4D capabilities from wind descents as well as connectivity for all guests. The interior will have 3 layers of cooling, including one beneath the seat. The construction of the sphere would be focused on concrete, followed by steel erection, and then the steel dome roof. The dome's roof, which will require 13,000 tons of steel to complete, is the project's most challenging component. MSG Entertainment has made known that it intends to construct additional spheres and sites all around. The first high-speed rail project in the United States was the high-speed rail in California. With top speeds of 220 miles per hour, the massive high-speed rail project in California is currently under construction. It will take about 2 hours and 40 minutes to travel from Los Angeles to San Francisco on the 24-station, 800-mile high-speed rail system in California. The high-speed rail network will only use renewable energy sources. This will assist the state in meeting its climate goals by lowering transportation emissions and being a part of a sustainable transportation network. In fact, the rail system is expected to reduce greenhouse gas emissions by 12.5 billion pounds per year, which is the equivalent of 1 million cars, and to reduce oil consumption by 12.7 million barrels. The Megaproject was first proposed by Governor Jerry Brown in the 1980s, but it wasn't realized until 2012, when the Obama administration put it on fast track in 2000. California voters approved a $10 billion plan to begin construction of a high-speed rail network across the state. The ambitious project was initially estimated to cost around $40 billion in total, but it has been plagued with many difficulties due to a series of protests and lawsuits. The construction of the first 119-mile section didn't start until 2015, almost 3 years behind schedule. And as the timeline of the Megaproject has increased, so too has its budget. This means the final total could be as high as $105 billion by the time the project is actually completed at the end of the decade. What do you think about these innovative large-scale projects that are now underway? Inform us by leaving a comment below and subscribe our channel too. Please come back for the next video. Thank you for watching.